Hi, my name is Pablo, aka the Notorious GNZ, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, I briefly mentioned that I had just moved here to the city of Paris in France. As a major city in Europe and of the world, Paris is home to many events, both big and small. From sports to food to concerts to shows, you get everything in a city like Paris. You also get a lot of small niche events, pop-up events, for niche clothing brands or an artist or something that wants to offer a unique experience for a limited amount of time, and that if you're a real fan, you'll find it and you'll hang out and you'll enjoy that niche event, that niche pop-up event in the city. There's a lot of pop-up events that you see here and there for things like shoes and clothing and sports, but never did I imagine I would encounter a pop-up Pokemon event here in the city of Paris. And yet one day, while I was doom scrolling at work, as you do, I was checking my social media and I got an ad for a pop-up Pokemon event that was actually very close to where I was working at that time. And I said, I have to go. What was really fun was I also had friends like an hour or 2 hours later sending me the exact same post saying, Pablo, you should definitely check it out. And I was like, guys, I am literally walking there right now. So this video is just a quick and brief little vlog about my experience at this Pokemon pop-up event, what it included, and just my overall take on what it was. Take a look. I arrived at Hotel de Ville here in Paris on a beautiful afternoon and made my way over to Le Coin de Baron, a game store that announced that they were having a Pokemon pop-up starting that day. As I looked around from the outside, I noticed that the insane amount of Pokemon decorations got filled with excitement. My very first Pokemon pop-up event in Paris. As I took a stroll, I saw everything from plushies to sealed card packs, figurines, and many other sweet and fun Pokemon collectibles people were looking as they saw what they were going to take home with them that afternoon. From newer sets like Prismatic Evolution to some older packs, folks had a chance to grab some sealed Pokemon cards at a time where some of these sets in other countries were hard to find. Now, did I pick up any sealed packs? Actually, I didn't. And here comes a little confession about who I am and about myself. See, I grew up playing Pokemon in English. It's the language that I associate with Pokemon. Even though it's a Japanese game, and even though I even lived in Colombia for 15 years, all my Pokemon collection, from my games to my cards to anything I have, is US based. So even if a card pack like Prismatic Evolutions, which was really hard to find at that time, was so available in French, I didn't want to grab it because I wouldn't appreciate the cards because French is not my language. I do have a couple of cards in other languages for personal reasons, right? Some gifts that people gave me that they have some emotional value, but personally, if I can, I'll go for English. If there's a card that's exclusive to a country or to a language and it's only, in that language that's not English, sure, I'll add it to my collection. It makes sense. But for the English version of it, I'm going for it. Now, outside of regular sealed products, the store also had loose cards, and man, were there some gems. From retro cards to modern day art pieces, the store had some amazing pieces for any major collector. They also had slab cards, which I also confess I'm not a big fan of. I get the whole love for specific cards and this idea of getting them graded, but personally, I just love holding cards in my hand and putting them into a binder. So personally, not really my thing, but a cool item to see in a store. Before I left, I did want to buy something, a souvenir. And I noticed that at the payout counter, they had some binders with some loose cards. So I thought, why not find something to add to my personal collection? While most cards were in French, I did manage to find and pull some cards in English. One of the girls at the counter told me that they sometimes get some English cards in and offer to do the binders, so I see there are chances to find some wild English cards here in the city. In the end, I pulled a few English cards from the binder I thought would be nice to have and that were fairly priced. I also made sure to grab a Pikachu hat with me as another souvenir. So I got myself a couple of cards right here. Oh wait, right here. And yeah, just add a couple to my binder. Nice cards, cheap cards too, so the prices are pretty good. And just kind of grow the collection a bit. It was fun. I'll definitely come back, that's for sure. I'll be coming back. Fun fact, I haven't returned since I went. Thank you for watching. If you want to join me on my next adventure, please make sure to subscribe. And if you want to, watch all my previous adventures here in this little space here and enjoy. See you next time.